Recently, I tried to survive 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. I would post one short every day and it would be one Minecraft day, and I was going to try to do that for 100 days straight. Sadly, however, it ended up getting cut a bit short, so I only have 1 month in hardcore Minecraft. Enjoy, this is the compilation of all the shorts. Alright, last hardcore world was an absolute fluke, so I'm not doing that again. Trust me, there is no way I'm going to die on day 4. Let's try it on day 1 instead. No, I'm just kidding. I went through the regular motions of getting some wood and then some stone, and I looked around for iron and I found this giant cave and I got some food. I did everything right. I got myself a shield, but I couldn't get 3 pieces of wool. I'm serious. I could only get 2 pieces of wool, and there were a few run-ins with skeletons that I probably would not have wanted to happen, but at the same time, I was very careful, I didn't die, and I will continue to be careful this time. There is no way I'm going to allow myself to die. 100 days or bust, I'm telling you right now. So I just had to wait instead of sleeping, which was very annoying and very dangerous, but I did get to watch the sunrise, so that's pretty cool. Stay tuned. On day 2, I had one main focus: get iron armor. Now this ended up being extremely difficult, despite the fact I explored every single cave that I could, and looked around, and lit it all up, and mined as much iron as I could. I could only find enough iron for 1 chest plate. That's it. Couldn't get any leggings. I could get a bucket, sure, but nothing more than a chest plate in the armor department. I don't know why iron is so rare. I kind of thought it was a lot more common, and I couldn't even find it in the water caves. I brought doors to make sure I wouldn't drown, but I couldn't find any iron whatsoever in the water caves, and it was extremely difficult to see, so I'm going to have to find a different way of doing it. At least I have some protection, which is more than I can say for your dad. Day 3 was a day. That's about all I can say for it. It started off with an Enderman, and I killed the Enderman, and it didn't drop me a ball. I was very disappointed. And then I ran around looking for iron, because I seem to be doing that quite a lot in this series. Now, I couldn't find any iron, but I did get into a kind of sticky situation. I didn't think it was going to be a problem, and then I got cornered by a zombie and a skeleton, and I dropped down to 1 heart. I'm serious, I thought I was going to die. I thought that was it. I thought it was the end. That was it, but I didn't die. I escaped. I boxed myself up, and I decided, no way I'm staying in this cave any longer. So I didn't, and I went back up to the surface. I got a little bit more food, and then I went to sleep. On day 4, I still needed a lot of iron to make armor. And what better way to get iron than a pillager outpost, said nobody ever. My endeavors at the pillager outpost were quite dangerous. In fact, I very nearly died and had to box myself up, which I'm getting pretty good at. It seems that when you play hardcore Minecraft and you're not able to make armor because iron does not exist, you get pretty good at boxing yourself up and surviving in dangerous situations. However, that doesn't mean I feel safe in the slightest. It's kind of like when you come home from school and you hear your parents arguing. You're not safe, but you're still kind of home. On day 5, I was still looking for iron, and that seems to be a common theme in this series so far. But I was also looking for a village, because I do want to set up a sort of camp before I go mining for iron. It all comes back to iron in the end. So after boating around for a while, I did find a ruined portal, and that ruined portal had some pretty good stuff in it. Hey look, now I have pants. I love having pants. I got some pork chops as well. I'm gonna have to cook them up, but it's fine. Cooking's not a big deal. I do it every single day for myself. Anyways, I did actually manage to find a village. It was just in the dead of night, so I just had to go to sleep. And tomorrow, perhaps I'll be able to see what's in this village. For the first time in a long time, I was finally in a village, and I went around looking for iron. Oh wow, it's almost as though I haven't done that for the past like 3,000 days. Okay, I'm exaggerating, it's only day 6, but you get what I'm saying. Why is there no iron? Why is there no iron? I can't even find a cave. Every cave I find is tiny or a water cave, and I don't want to die, so I don't want to go down to water caves. I know I could just use doors. I do it, okay? I just am a little bit wary of it. And I don't want to have to use like 1,000 torches anyway, but maybe I'm going to look into making an iron farm. Maybe. There were 2 golems, so I just killed one of them. So tomorrow I'll probably be able to make a helmet. Yay! Alright, at this point, I think I'm convinced. I need an iron farm, because today I could not find iron either. Okay, don't get me wrong, I found like a couple of pieces, but that's not nearly enough iron. I could search for about 1,000 years and I will not be able to find all the iron I need. Yes, I did get a helmet early in the day, but I need more than that. I need more than that. I was able to get boots toward nighttime, but that's only because I killed a spare iron golem. Tomorrow, I think I'm looking into making an iron farm. I hope it works. I haven't really done it before. Aside from that, all I did today was just trade a little bit. I made a Fletcher, and tomorrow I'll probably reap the rewards. I know I said yesterday that I wanted to work on an iron farm today, but if you want to get an iron farm, you actually need iron to make the iron farm for hoppers. So I've got to get iron before I make the iron farm to get more iron. So basically this entire world so far has just come down to iron. But luckily we're only on day 8, so I can afford to go out and search for iron in the wild. Now, also luckily, I'm on Java Edition, which means I don't have to drown because I have a water bucket. And for some reason, if you place it against the wall like a million times, you don't drown. Go figure that. Now, I did find some iron. It wasn't a ton, but it was a lot more than I had been finding, and I even faced off against a baby zombie, and I won. You know, you've got to be pretty strong to do that. When I went back home, I had in mind that tomorrow, on day 9, I hopefully will look into making an iron farm. But if I don't, I'll probably just go searching for more iron. And today, I didn't even steal a villager's bed. Instead, I just slept with them. Wait, I mean beside them, that's what I meant. I know I said I was going to work on an iron farm today, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to just keep saying that for the next, 15 days. Anyways, I crafted myself those iron pants I've been wanting for a long time, so you already know I am pretty decked out in iron, but that's not too bad. I'll find diamonds later, it's not a big deal. Aside from that, I just chopped down some trees so I could trade with the Fletcher. You already know I want to be raking in that money because I love money. Money is one of my favorite things. Once I got the emeralds, I promptly stuck them directly into my mouth because I want to lick and suck on those emeralds as much as I possibly can. I do love money very much. I would do anything for money, and you should probably keep that in mind. I also killed 2 iron golems because for some reason this village is practically an iron farm. I have a new promise for all of you. I will no longer be promising any iron farm because at this point I just don't think I'm going to do it. Alright, now the reason for that is because I don't really need the iron farm anymore. I already have all the iron I actually need, and at this point I'm just procrastinating. So instead today, because it was raining, I went out and I got a ton of seeds and I tamed a couple of parrots. Maybe I'll get every single parrot and then I'll just keep them in my house where they will never move ever again. Kinda like the tough golem if it was ever added to Minecraft. Because it was raining, I didn't really do much at all. I did kill an iron golem because this village is practically an iron farm. It spawned so many golems. And then I ended up going to sleep, but not before I crafted a cartography table. Yo, I don't really know what happened, but the entirety of the footage for day 11 is just completely lagged out. So I'll just tell you what I did today, because you probably won't be able to follow along at all. I can't even follow along watching this back. I woke up, I got some arrows from a Fletcher, I went out to explore, I mined up 2 stacks of cobblestone, then I got some lava from a lava fall, I found a lava pool, I quickly made myself a nether portal, but did not go to the nether. I returned home, and I killed 1 zombie villager before I went to sleep. Remember when I said I wasn't going to promise anything about an iron farm? Yeah, well, today I gathered up all the resources needed to make a quick iron farm. This required breaking every single bed in the entire village, killing every single golem in the entire village, gathering up a ton of resources, and then clearing out a space for the iron farm. Sadly, I ran out of time to do that because it turned night, and without any beds or golems, I knew the villagers would die, and since they're very important to my farm, and I care about them because I'm a decent human being, I didn't want the villagers to die, so I just went to bed. On day 13, I finally set about making that iron farm I've talked about for the past 8 days. This was actually pretty cool to build. I got the farm idea off of this YouTube video from this YouTuber, so thank you a lot to that YouTuber for posting it, because without you, I would never have been able to make this farm. Now, the farm is pretty simple to build. The only problem is I'm very slow at building, especially when I have to keep looking over at the farm video to see what I'm doing and make sure I'm not making mistakes. But overall, I did get most of the farm done, and then I went to sleep because there are no beds in the village and I don't want my villagers to die. On day 14, I finally finished building the farm. Well, mostly. You see, although I got the main components of the farm done, I still am missing a couple of things. For one, the villagers have been uncooperative. One of the villagers just won't accept its bed, and that's very important that it accepts its bed, otherwise the farm won't work correctly. And the other problem is just I don't have a zombie. But aside from that, everything is completely ready to be used. I just need to find a way to make the villager accept its bed so that all three of them are ready, get a zombie into the chest boat, and then iron golems should start spawning. Well, I still have to place down the lava and the water, but you get it. On day 15, I finally finished my iron farm. Well, for the most part. I still need a zombie inside, so I'll have to wait until nighttime. I went around gathering up some resources during the day, and then when I came back and mined up an entire jungle tree, I was finally ready to complete the farm. I had a couple of baby zombies to contend with as well, but the water is a pretty good safe haven for that. When I finally got the zombie into the chest boat, I nearly died to it, because it can hit me inside the chest boat and I didn't think it was going to be able to. So I had to log out and log back into the world a few times just to make sure I was not going to die, and I'm sure you're going to call it cheating, but it's actually not cheating. I didn't do anything against the rules of hardcore. All I did was give myself a few seconds of spawn immunity by logging out and logging back in. It's something people have done before, it's something I had to do to make sure I wouldn't die. You can be angry, but it's actually perfectly legal. At this point, the farm is fully functional. I'm not entirely sure. On day 16, I went to check my iron farm and I noticed that the zombie died. I don't know why. I thought its head was under the slab, so it shouldn't die, but that's unfortunate. So instead, I had to go around doing some other chores, like trading with a Fletcher to get a ton of emeralds, and just making sure that my iron farm was not gonna break again. After that, I just waited until nighttime. When it was nighttime, I lured another zombie in, and this time I didn't almost die because I just ran out, because this time I wasn't an absolute idiot. Now it seems to be working just fine. I ran it for a little while, just making sure not to die, and it seems to be getting a lot of iron. I'm hoping the zombie doesn't die again, but if it does, I'll fix the farm. On day 17, I ventured out into the unknown and checked my iron farm. Yeah, it's doing pretty well so far. I really see this being a hot commodity for me. I don't know why I've never made an iron farm before, but this one is absolutely incredible. Super easy to make too. Thank you again, Voltrox. Anyways, then I ran over to my nether portal that I made on the day that it was super laggy, and I went into the nether. This nether spawn was very interesting considering I had to fight off a ghast for about 2 minutes before I was able to run around and look at anything, but there's a wart forest nearby, and after a tiny bit of digging around, I found ancient debris? I found a fortress. And ancient debris, but a fortress. So basically, if I just spend like 10 minutes in the nether, I could probably get rods and pearls, but I'm gonna wait and instead start digging a mine, because, I would love to have a mine right near my house, or the villager's house, whatever you want to call it. On day 18, I had one main goal: expand the mine. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen a lot of hardcore YouTubers make a mine, and I want to do the exact same because I need quick access to a cave, and I can't just run around looking for a cave every once and again looking for diamonds. No, I need quick and easy and safe access to a cave. So that's exactly what I did. I actually found a gigantic cave after I finished this mine, and I'm gonna add stairs one of these days, but for the most part, that's what I did today. Checked in on my iron farm, it's running perfectly. Maybe tomorrow I'll go to the nether, try to get some pearls. I don't think I'm going to get rods yet. I'm going to wait until I have diamond armor. Maybe do some enchanting, but that's for another day. On day 19, I went back into the nether to get myself some ender pearls, and this went pretty well, for the most part. While it wasn't all that hard to get rid of the enderman and get myself some pearls, I did get into one sticky situation, and I admit to you now, I panicked and I left the world. This actually gives you 3 seconds of spawn immunity, and you might call it cheating, but this is actually not cheating since it is a game feature. I'm not doing anything illegal. This is hardcore mode. I didn't die at all. I didn't reset at all. All I did was log out of the world and log back in, and it saved me. I was at 1 heart. You might call it cheating. I just personally don't think it is. But either way, it saved me, and I did get a few pearls, but oh my goodness, do I need to be more careful next time. I can't believe it's already day 20. We are a fifth of the way to surviving 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. So to commemorate that, I made stairs. Yeah, that's basically it. I went down to my mine, and I laid down stairs so I could get up and down very easily. Yes, I will go down to that cave. I will. Probably tomorrow. But for today, it was just about stairs. When I was done with the stairs, I went to get food. because if I'm going down to the cave tomorrow, I definitely need as much food as I can possibly get. So that's what I did. I just lava'd a ton of animals. After I laid my stairs, I got my food, and then I went to bed. Day 21, time to go down into that gigantic cave and get some diamonds. For the first time in this entire world. That's exactly what I did. This cave is absolutely huge. And yeah, it's full of diamonds. In fact, I even got attacked by a couple of baby zombies, and guess what I did? I paused to think, and then I ran away. And then I built up 2 blocks because I'm not an idiot. And I don't want it to be dramatic, I just want to live. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't make bad choices in the hardcore world. You don't die to baby zombies. I'm not targeting anyone with that, I'm just saying. I did get about 11 diamonds and some gold before I went back up to the surface. I will absolutely be exploring this cave again. It is huge and it has a gigantic mine shaft. But for today, I thought that was more than enough. Yeah, the iron farm's doing pretty good. Aside from that, I just went down into the mines, and the mines are looking pretty good. Let me tell you, I found a lot of diamonds and a lot of gold, and I even explored the mine shaft a little bit. It's gigantic. That cave is beautiful. It's not even that dangerous because I've already lit up most of the area, but I still had trouble with a few zombies. It didn't really take too much to get rid of them, but I still had a little bit of trouble. Aside from that, I just went right back up to the surface because I got a ton of ores, and maybe tomorrow I'll get even more diamonds so I can make diamond armor and start enchanting, but for now, it's sleep time. Back to the mines on day 23. We will not stop until we have full diamond armor. Yeah, I actually found a few diamonds, but it was pretty dangerous. This mine shaft is no joke. There are so many mobs and it's hardcore, so I'm going to be extremely careful. I also used like 100,000 torches, which is fine because now I don't have to use them over there. But at the same time, I feel like I kind of wasted them. Also, if the Pale Garden is anything like this mine shaft, like look at this aesthetic, it's pretty creepy. It's so good. I don't know how to put it. This mine shaft, it's just so good with all the pillars sticking down. At the same time, though, it's pretty dangerous. I did find a lot of ores, and when I returned to the surface, I just put them in the chest. Also, yeah, my iron farm, I checked earlier in the day, it's still working perfectly. So, as much as I would love to just go right back to the mines and keep mining up diamonds, I have a problem. You see, my iron farm is no longer working, and that's because one of my villagers died. I think I put the chest boat a little bit too close to the bed so that the zombie could actually touch the villagers if they were stupid and ran too close to it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix up this iron farm. I also realized I've been neglecting my village a little bit, so today I went around trying to make amends for that. Yeah, some of my villagers are dead, and that's too bad, really. I could just breed more. I also put down a smithing table and then started trading iron for emeralds, which would work a lot better if my iron farm was actually functional again. And eventually it will be. I definitely am going to work on my iron farm being fixed. I don't know how I'm going to do that just yet, and I still do need more diamonds, but oh well. I cannot believe we're already 1/4 of the way to 100 days. Now sadly, day 25 was not as happy as all of that though. Day 25 was actually like a chore. You know, a chore, it needs to get done, but you don't really enjoy doing it. I tried to fix the iron farm, and I tried to make my villagers breed, but all of that seemed to be pointless. It didn't seem to work at all, and I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure what I did wrong, but it ended up just kind of being fruitless. Yes, I have all their beds in a row. Yes, I have 2 villagers in the farm now, but aside from that, I'm gonna have to wait until some of the villagers grow up. Yeah, so the iron farm is still non-functional. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do about it. I know what happened, but I don't know how to fix it. I might just build a different iron farm elsewhere. I don't want to give up on this one though. I also went down to the caves trying to find more diamonds, but I just found some iron and gold. And okay, this mine shaft, I don't know what it is, but oh my goodness, look at it. Just look at it. Okay, just look. Wow, I've never seen anything like that before. It's got like 40 spawners in it. Anyways, when I returned to the surface, I tried to get some food, but instead I just found a lost villager, and it went into my iron farm, so maybe that'll be helpful later. On day 27, I started making a sanctuary for the villagers. And by sanctuary, I mean it's basically just a gilded cage. Yeah, they're not going anywhere, but at least they're safe and I don't have to worry about them. I also went down into the mines and I got some ores. It wasn't amazing, but I did get some ores, including diamonds. Then when I came back up to the surface, I decided it was finally time to fix my iron farm. So I fixed my iron farm. Well, to a degree. I'm still going to need to get a zombie in there, but for the most part, it's fine. Day 28 consisted mainly of just chores, and by chores I mean stuff like cleaning up the iron golems that shouldn't be there, mining up more coal because I needed some, getting some wood, smelting stone into smooth stone and turning it into smooth stone slabs so I can fix my iron farm, and then waiting for it to be night so I could fix my iron farm. Oh yeah, mining up sugarcane, forgot that part. Then I got a zombie and I lured it over into the iron farm. The zombie went into the iron farm, I ran out, and now the iron farm works. Then I went to sleep. It was a very successful day. Day 29 was a whole lot of miscellaneous. First, I wanted to expand my villager sanctuary, which is looking great, I suppose. And my iron farm is working again, which I was very happy about. I also ran around looking for something. I think I was looking for food. I'm honestly not sure at this point. I think I'm losing my mind. After finding some sugar cane, I ran back home and I spent a little bit of time with my pet parrots. I almost forgot I had these guys, but they're great and I need to get name tags for them eventually. Day 30. We're almost a third of the way to 100 days. It's time to go back down to the mines and try to get more diamonds. Instead of trying to get diamonds, I tried to get coal, which was an interesting choice, all things considered, but nothing could go wrong trying to swim up a waterfall into a dark area that mobs are spawning in, right? Right? Yeah. I'm not sure how that happened. You could see on screen that I had my shield up. I don't know how the creeper was able to negate the shield, but that's it. I only made it 30 days.